Hey folks, how you all doing? John here, and this video I'm going to be discussing exactly why I took a walk away from spiritual communities, especially in regards to social media. Coming right up. Right folks, before we get into this, the only reason I'm bringing this video out is to give you my opinions on, spiritual communities, especially in regards to Facebook. And I need to say, the only spirit kind of group that I take anything to do with really these days is the Lightworker Sparkle, and I just think there's a better vibe coming from that, and they do really care about what they're doing and what they're doing, and what they're bringing out, and they actually want to bring people in and help them on their spiritualist journey. Unfortunately, that cannot be said for about a lot of them, because what I found was when I kind of stopped drinking and that, and I started meditating and I started going down that journey, doing readings and developing, I went into a lot of these kind of groups, and what I seen was mass. For me anyway, it was nothing but sheer egotism, and a lot of the posts that were in there were ridiculous. I seen a lot of, me personally, see, for me to see anything remotely uplifting, I would need to scroll down, scroll down, and scroll down, and then you would get a potentially life changing kind of post, somebody reaching out for help or anything, or even a kind word. We're all getting lost in the shuffle because all the mind numbing bullshit that should never be on a place like that in the first place. Like, I bet you can't name a movie starting with the letter A, and I get really pissed off about that. Then on the other hand, you had the vegans and the vegetarians versus the meat eaters, and to start with, I actually found that was quite comical, and I thought it was a good laugh. But see, at the end of the day, it's nothing but sheer egotism, and I could list a lengthy list of names about fakes and really spiritually sick people offering advice and leading people down the garden path. But I'll be honest with you, I ain't going down that path anymore, giving these people the light of day, because they are taking the vulnerable people and they're completely fucking them over. Now, there is a particular couple, I'm not going to name them, because anybody that knows me or anybody that's going to be saying this on Facebook will know exactly who I'm talking about. But the people don't see that. And what I see a lot of these days as well is blindly following these fucking names, because that's all they are. They want to turn themselves into a brand and they claim to be legitimate. And then you get the psychics that, like, I'm the only genuine psychic, everybody else is fake, and then you start getting all the bitching and the backbiting. Definitely not what I would view as being spiritual. And any time you voice your opinion on that, you're getting called egotistical or whatever else, right? Now, at the end of the day, right, I can only give you my perspective on things, and you are well within your rights to disagree with me. Leave me a comment and tell me how ridiculous you think I sound. That's great. But see, at the end of the day, see these spiritual communities, they claim to be, empathetic, but they've not got a fucking clue what it's like to anything. If you don't understand what discernment, sorry, you're never ever going to be able to speak about empathy. Empathy is being able to care enough to try and uplift somebody, but not care that much that you'll let anybody drag you down. By all means, offer a hand to lift somebody up. If they're not willing to take that hand, you need to be careful enough not to let yourself be dragged down with them, because not everybody's want to be saved, not everybody's want to be helped, unfortunately. You can only help those that are willing to help themselves. If you are trying to help somebody that's not wanting to help themselves, you're not doing them any favours, and you certainly are not doing yourself any favours at all, right? Now, a lot of people might disagree with me, but this is in my experience, okay? And that's fine. You're well entitled to your opinion, and you can voice it in the comments. I really don't care, right? But the reason I'm calling this dropping the truth is I don't see enough people speaking up about this kind of thing, and I'm seeing a lot of people, and a lot of people to this day will message me and they'll be like, "What do you think of such and such?" I'm getting to the point now, and I'm like, I'd rather not give my opinion on that, because see, at the end of the day, I've had people coming after me because of my opinions on these kind of things. But see, there's a certain group of people, right? I used to say things and I would never mention their name or name drop them, and then the next thing they'd be on about, they'd be all over me. And then there was a certain somebody in particular, right? I might name them in future. Hit subscribe and like and all this and leave me a comment. I might name drop, because this is a very, very dangerous individual who actually went to the point of going to somebody's doors threatening women. But this couple, it claimed to be deeply spiritual and all the rest of it, right? And then after they get exposed, he goes on about having bipolar disorder and all the rest of it. I'm sorry, by the way. I know a lot of people with bipolar and all the rest of it. They don't go about attacking and threatening women. You're a fucking pussy, right? It's these kind of individuals that really put me off even doing anything remotely spiritual. And my mental health took a bit of a dip, right? And I had to stop doing readings, because if I can't have clarity when I'm doing readings, I can't do them at all. And then I'm seeing these people, and by the way, there's a lot of people that are going about doing readings coked out their fucking heads, right? And they're offering spiritual advice, and they're telling people how to live a more spiritual life, and they want to talk about mindfulness. It's disgusting and it's disturbing, right? And I'm at the point now, I really don't care what people think of me, and it's took me a long while to get to that, because I think on some level people always want, that kind of validation. And anytime this person, by the way, I was talking about, he's like, see, in a year everybody's going to expose you for being the fake you are. Why don't you, anybody can go and Google John Randolph Pettigrew fake psychic, and by the way, I don't think you'll find much. One thing I'm going to say is, seeing I was doing readings, I was fucking good at it, right? And there might be people who disagree with that, and well within their rights, but see, when I drop the name that I might drop, I don't know if I will, because very, very dangerous people, and they've got a massive following, unfortunately. But if I need to name drop, I will. Will Warren, Mr. DG. That's what I'm going to give you. I'll give you the initials, right? DG, because that's the thing. I exposed him a long, long time ago, and the evidence is still there. And this guy had messaged me and said, we're the only legitimate ones, give it a year, right? But this couple, what they've done is they've had umpteen websites, umpteen this, that and the next. Anytime they get a bad review, they delete it, try and get rid of all the evidence. But unfortunately, son, the evidence is still there. And I'm going to just leave it there, folks. I mean, I'm going to be bringing more stuff out about mindfulness and all the rest there, right? And a lot of the things I'm going to come out as definitely me dropping the truth that the gurus do not want you to know. So if you're saying this, please leave me a comment and whatever, right? Take care of yourself, folks, and please don't be put off by going on to or even looking up these spiritual groups, because they can't all be bad. I'm just talking about a lot of the things that I've noticed in a lot of the light worker groups, and hopefully, these things might change. And prime example as well is, see how you get people like the vegan teacher. Perfect example of what these clowns are like on these groups, and then they're like bringing out stuff like, oh, you kill animals and all the rest of it. I'm not here I'm not here to bash anybody, but the thing is, you're not educating somebody, you're not, because in my experience, see people that are going to point the finger and say something about somebody else, they're pointing three fingers back at themselves, right? And I know a lot of vegans I've got a lot of respect for, and they are actually like, well, here's the benefits of, well, what I feel are the benefits of why I do what I do, and they are actually spreading a positive message. Then you get assholes like that vegan teacher, right, who used to be a meat eater, by the way, right? And as far as I'm aware, there is kind of like children able to go and watch her stuff, right? And then she is saying, go to this website, and it's full of things that I would not want a child seeing happening to animals, because that could cause a lot of trauma, right, folks? You're well within your rights to disagree with me, but that's just my truth, if you like. And I will share a wee bit more in my story and things. And please, by all means, get involved. Tell me your story, or tell me I'm wrong. I'm always open to be proven wrong, right? Thank you.